Hey beauties! So today I'm going to do a cool, cool toned, like grayish eye, and I'm going to use some of our new products today. I'm going to use the Lip Bonbon which is a tinted lip balm in the color Red Velvet Cake. And I'm going to use our new, which I'm so excited about because I've not tried this yet, the liquid foundation brush, which is like really cool looking. And I'm going to use one of the liquid eyeliners. Now I previously used the color Perfect, which is black. That's what it originally came in, but I got some other colors. I got Precarious, which is like a dark blue, which is really cute. And then today I'm going to use Powerful, which is like a graphite, like a dark gray. I'm looking at my shirt because it's kind of dark gray. Yes, and I think that is the plan. And my skin is like rebelling against my face right now, so I have some blemishes, so it's also a good time to kind of show off the concealer a little bit. Typically I do concealer after, but I'm gonna do it before, like on my under eyes, just to show you what a difference it makes, because it's harder to tell once you've put the foundation on and then you use it. It's like not as big of a difference, but if I use it first, you're gonna be like, wow. Look at those eyes, Jen. All right, so I'm starting off with the Glorious Face and Eye Primer because I want this to last all day, and it is like 11-ish in the morning. I'm a teacher and I'm on spring break. Woo! But when you're an adult, spring break is like not when you're a teenager spring break. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do laundry and rearrange some shelves. Woo! I know. I should hold back the excitement, you know, then like simmer down there. Okay, so let me give that a moment. All right. Oh, so I wanted to show you a little bit of the concealer. So I am in the color, like the mineral liquid foundation I'm going to use today. I'm Organza. So in the concealer, I use Scarlet. I have tried Organza as well, and I can use either one. So Scarlet is lighter than my skin, and Organza is like the same color as my skin. So I'm just gonna do, so I should have showed you, I did not use that much. And then I'm sort of patting it and also just kind of like spreading it slightly onto my under eye area, because that is where I have quite a bit of dark circles, as well as sort of like the inner corner. And I have to bring it down a little bit. But just look at the difference in the eye with no concealer or anything, and then the eye with the concealer. It just makes such a huge difference. Like my eye just instantly looks, I look less exhausted. There's nothing like children being like, you look really tired, Miss O'Donnell. Yeah, thanks guys. Well aware, I actually got a full 8 hours of sleep. It just doesn't look like it. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, this stuff is a miracle. I love it. And it lasts forever because, like, it's a small container, but you only have to use a little bit. I've actually, I don't know, I guess I don't use that much in general. Anyway, so here's the before and after. So here's an eye with it and an eye without it. So, kind of crazy. But I've had this since November, and it is March. And, I don't even think I'm halfway done. So it really does last, without a question. So I use it for blemishes and obviously my under eye area, and also my nose, because I get like this Rudolph look. Like my nose just gets a little bit more, a little red. So I do like the top of my nose, sort of like I'm contouring it. So I do that with like a lighter color, and then I go around the edge. And then I have a couple of spots. As you can see, I have redness right there. So just kind of dot it on. And that's one of the ways to help it stay. And I have one right here too, is to dab it. Sometimes if you sort of swipe it on, it doesn't stay. And it won't give you as much coverage. So you really have to like dab it. I know, I'm like, just put concealer on my whole gosh darn face, right? Okay, so that gives us a good start. I already look less dead. All right. Okay, so I'm going to shake the mineral the liquid foundation. So here is the deal with the brush. So like the inside of it, so the inside of it is kind of like slightly hollowed out, like it's a little bit deeper than the outside. So we're gonna put a foundation along the outside, and then we're gonna do kind of like what we did with the powder puff brush. I'm gonna like dab it on the places that I want the coverage, and then I'm gonna sort of slowly buff it into my skin. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna do 5 because it just looks really cute and like a little star. Okay, so I'm gonna, and again, usually you want to center this, usually the center of your face is where you're gonna want the most coverage. So that is where I'm putting this. So I'm just sort of dabbing it on all the places I want it. And then I'm gonna start buffing it in, just sort of in circular motions. I forgot how much I love the smell of this foundation because it's been out for a while. It smells so good. Okay, and again, I'm gonna try to be more gentle on the spots where I put concealer, which is why you typically wanna do concealer last. Just so you don't, you know, swipe any of it off because that would kind of defeat the purpose. All right. Wow, that did a really nice job, and it feels really soft too. And the difference with this too is that, so the powder puff brush is natural bristles, whereas these are not. So this, like these won't fall out. Like I know some people experienced, because with natural bristles, that just tends to happen. There just tends to be some bristles that fall out. It's just the way that it works. But with the bristles that are not natural, it's okay. They will not be falling out, which is kind of a beautiful thing. So this brush is, I like the size too. Like it's smaller, like the powder puff brush is obviously there's a slight difference in size, but I really like this. I feel like this is really pretty. Okay, I'm going to now, so I realize this is another really long video. I have a tendency of doing that. So now I'm using the powder puff brush and the powder foundation to dab on and set my makeup. So if you have dry skin, you would only want to do this in the spots where you put concealer. So if you just did like your under eye, you would just do your under eye. If you have oilier skin, like I tend to get, then you can do it like I did, which is pretty much on my entire face. All right, so now I'm gonna do the brows. I'm using the dark. I come in light, medium, and dark. So for the pencil, I basically outline the brows. So I go along the top of the brow, again, darkening it in, go along the top of the brow, and then on the tail, and then I'm going to go along the bottom of the brow. That sort of fill in a little bit, and then use the spoolie on the end to just sort of evenly distribute and get it into the center so that it gives you a little bit more color. So this is not really meant, I mean, it will just go a little bit faster. It won't last as long if you use this, if you have like thicker brows, or if you're drawing in thicker brows and you're taking up, and you're using it on a lot more space, then it's not gonna last as long. But if you just use it on like the top of the brows, the bottom of the brows, and like a little bit of fill-in and use the spoolie, then it will last a good amount of time. I started off using the medium color because my hair was lighter. And now I'm using the dark, and I actually never ran out of the medium. So I must be somehow conserving it as I use it, which is pretty awesome. All right, and then spoolie just to kind of even it out and distribute it, yay! Okay, so then I'm gonna do Sweet for blush, because that is my go-to with my blusher brush. I really like this color. I think it's very subtle and natural, even though sometimes I get a little bit carried away with my blush. I really think this is a very sweet, just kind of nice everyday look. All right, so let's start off with the eyes. So I am going to use my Moonstruck Palette 2, which is like my fave, and I'm going to go into Honorable. I think that is a great transition shade in the crease of the eye. So for me, I have hooded eyes, so I go above the crease. So this is like a cooler toned brown, and this is a good go-between for whatever colors I use on my lid. And it's okay to have it sort of go along the outside. I just want to make sure that it doesn't go too far because I don't want my eyes, like I always want my eyes to look like they're being pulled up. I don't want them to look any like droopiness. And I'm using the Deluxe Brush. So same over here. And if you're a hooded eyed gal like me, if you keep your eye open, that helps you to know where to put the color. Or if your camera falls, there's that too. All right. I'm also going to put some of that on my lower lash line. You know how I like to do that. So I'm going to use the Crease Brush, which is just like a smaller sort of like pencil brush. And I'm just going to concentrate it mostly on the outer corner and then bring it a little bit into the middle. And then connect it with what we already have. All right, and you can see it just kind of makes my eyes look bigger. Like if you look at this one, and then this one doesn't have it. So concentrate it on the outer corner, and then bring it in a little bit, and then make sure we connect it with what's up here. All right, just make sure both my eyes are even with each other. I know it's kind of hard to tell in this lighting. Tis not ideal. All right, so now I'm going to use the Splurge color Dreamy. It is a really pretty like silver color. So I'm going to use my finger, as I sometimes do, and just sort of dab into it and then put that on the moving part of my lid. There we go. Oh, it actually kind of matches my nails. Huh. Didn't even realize how coordinated I was being there. So this is obviously a shimmer shade, so I want to keep it on the moving part of my lid. I don't want to get it into the crease, so I don't want to move it anywhere else than where it is going right now. And I can obviously put more sort of on the inner corner if I want to give my eye a little bit more of a brighter opened look. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the liquid eyeliner. Now, you don't always have to use liquid eyeliner to make a wing. Liquid eyeliner can be great just as a like just a nice thin line against my lashes to make my eyes look bigger. So we're gonna do a nice thin line. Notice how I like can't talk when I do that. Do you like that? And then towards the outer edge, I can make sort of a wedge shape. So just making it like a little bit thicker along the outer edge, but not actually a wing. Okay, and that is actually a very sort of flattering, and it makes the upper lash line look much thicker, so it'll make my lashes look thicker, because they are not. So yes, I hold my eye like this. I want to start out very thin, and I'm doing it right at the lash line, like at the base of the lashes. Okay, and then the trickier part is always the outer edge. And that's Penny, if you can hear her licking something. There's this meme and it says like, don't ever ask someone with liquid eyeliner why they're late. And that is so completely true, because this does not always work the first time. Okay, so I'm just gonna thicken it up a little bit in the inner corner. Not a lot, just a little. See, there's Penny. There she is. She has such a rough life. So sorry about your day here, girlfriend. All right, so I'm actually quite pleased with that. Just gonna try to even them out because I did end up winging the other one a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to add mascara and then the lip bonbon. Okay, beauty, so the final step to this tutorial, I didn't want to show you the lashes because you see that all the time. So here is the finished look, and I do use the gel on my lower lashes, but I don't use the fibers because it just doesn't look right. I have like 3 lashes on my lower lash line. So I'm going to finish up with the Red Velvet Cake Lip Bonbon. So just a nice tinted lip balm. And we are good to go. And it smells nice. It has like a little bit of a like vanilla. They all have a little bit of a vanilla scent, and they just look so like chic, not like, you know, like a little lip smackers or something, or like a chapstick, you know, like they look really pretty. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this. Please like and subscribe, and I will leave a list of all the products that I used in the description box. Thank you so much, guys.